Welcome to vlogging mode. I just redid my bookshelf and I'm really proud of it and excited about it, so I'm gonna show you it. Okay, anyways, here it is. This is it right here. This is the overview, okay? And then we're gonna go on a little in-depth tour. For starters, these flowers and these flowers are from my birthday. My best friend arranged this one. And I didn't have a very big vase, so they're a little stuffed in there, but that's whatever. I just turned 21, guys. I just turned 21, so, you know, suck my cock or whatever. Anyways, and then over here, to start us out, we have like my little bonsai tree right here, my Lego one, and then I have like a little fairy riding a rabbit right there, and like a little ceremonial candle, I guess, there. And then you can see like I have candles stacked up there with one of my Pop Mart little figurines on there, and then I have this little guy back there that my friend made, and then another little Pop Mart figurine, and then my 2 tarot deck sets I have, and then this cup I actually made myself in ceramics in high school, and it just keeps my change in there. And then we have this little guy that my friend got from Maine for me, and his tail does a little wobble. Ta-da! And then this little figure carving I got from Hawaii in 2019, and it actually says my name on the back. I got my name carved into it. And then I have like a little incense holder that my brother got me for Christmas a couple years ago. And then another Pop Mart figurine from the same collection as this one, which I have a couple of from that collection anyways. And then I have this candle that I got my senior year of high school. Yeah, and then another Pop Mart another Pop Mart figurine. Can you tell I like Pop Mart stuff? I want more, but I'm kind of broke right now and I'm saving up for other stuff. Anyways, then my friend made this one in ceramics her sophomore year of college. This is a rock I found and I liked, so I took it. And then these are some of my original Goosebumps books from when I was in elementary school that I kept. Pop Mart. And then these I got from Costco the summer before my senior year, and they kind of look really nice. And so yes, one of these, this is a fairy figurine that I got in elementary school and I've had my whole life pretty much. Pop Mart figurines again. And then this plant, I normally name my plants. I've named this plant like 6 times, okay? And not a single name has stuck. Not a single one. And I'm good at memorizing names, okay? For the things that I name, not other people's names. Okay, I'm good at remembering what I name things, but this one I don't. It's a ZZ plant, so I call her Z, and that's it. Alrighty. Another Pop Mart figurine back there, hiding behind the leaf of Jupiter. This is my, you know, I don't remember what kind of plant this is. And then my crystals, and this is a candle that my mom made for me, and it's also dusty, ew. And then I have this little like carousel thing that actually is supposed to play music, but I just need to fix, but haven't fixed yet. And then that is a little donkey that I got in Spanish class in the 8th grade. Alright, and then the first like row, I guess, is these are all the sketchbooks and journals that I'm not currently using. Most of them already are like partially filled, but I just kind of put them there until I'm ready for them. And then I have like highlighters in this old candle, and then this is like a little, I have lights on there if you couldn't tell. And then this is like a little parasol that my friend bought, and she thought it was full-sized, and it wasn't, so I grabbed it. And then these are like outlet covers that I need to put on anyways. And then pens and like other knickknacks. And then, oh my god, I'm out of breath. Here's my little book nook that actually lights up, and I made it myself, and I'm really proud of it. And then here are some like horror or like fantasy kind of books. I tried to organize them somewhat by genre, but you're gonna see that it's not really possible because whatever. And there's more books behind. Like I have my whole, well, not the whole series, but all 3 of my Land of Story books back there from when I was in middle school, if we'll focus perchance. Do you see it? Okay. Then over here is, well, here's Barbette. And I know lore-wise on my channel, she's supposed to be missing. We're not going to talk about it. And Kenneth, you know, whatever. They're also supposed to be fighting right now, but we're not going to talk about it, okay? And then this is my like watercolor and chalk pastel area. So I have like all my stuff back there and right here, whatever. And then here's my painting section. So I have like my Gamsol and my oil and like acrylic paints and oil paints are all back there or whatever. And my paint scraper, which I lost for so long, and then I found it when I was reorganizing this. So that's really awesome. And then onto the second row, here's all like my glass jars for painting and stuff. And then this is my, what I use to water my plants. And if you don't have one of these to water your plants, you're missing out because it's actually the best. And then here's like my marker section. So I have like 2 huge things of Copics and then one like little one. This was my first set that I ever got my sophomore year of high school, and they're still going strong, by the way. And then these I got when I graduated high school from my aunt. And then here's more books. So this is like my young adult / like romance, because technically this one isn't young adult, but whatever. And oh my god, I haven't read any of these ones, like from here over. These 2 I read, loved. This one I started reading and got like almost more than halfway through and fucking hated. And then all the ones behind it I've read before, and some of them are like from middle school and one of them is from elementary school, whatever. And then here's like my classics section. So we have like these 3 that I got in elementary school, and this Charlotte Webb one is actually from when my mom was a child too, and I think it's inscribed to her on the inside. But they're like really packed in there, so I don't want to pull it out right now. And then I've read Lord of the Flies and The Great Gatsby. I cannot get through To Kill a Mockingbird. I've been trying since I was probably about 12, and I cannot get through it. Anyways, and then the Grimm's Fairy Tales, I've read a couple in here. They're just a bunch of the stories, so I've read like whatever I wanted out of there. Another To Kill a Mockingbird, still haven't read it. These 3 I have not read, but I really want to read the Iliad and the Odyssey soon. And then Adventures of Huckleberry Finn will be fun to read too. And then my favorite book ever is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck. And then the what is it? Yeah, The Red Pony was really good as well. And then Kappa, kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't that great of a book. And then down here, from like this one over are like my kind of sad, depressing books that I really like to read. And I've only read this one of the bunch because the ones in the back are the ones that I have read. But this one my friend let me borrow, and then I bought my own copy so I can annotate it because it was really good and I highly recommend it. And then from here over is kind of like true stories, like biography stuff. This is a short story, so I've read a couple of these. I've started reading this one, never finished it. Actually, I've started reading all of these except for this last one and never finished. But this is about the Luna Chicks. This is about a bunch, this is also short stories. This one's actually really cool. I got it in Seattle, and it's actually like comic books and short stories about different artists. And I read the first 2 like stories, and it was actually really good, and I really like the art in it. The Dave Grohl one I also started, but never finished. I barely got into it. And then this is one of my most recent ones. My mom actually bought it for me in the Seattle airport in the Sub Pop there, and it's about like the history of Riot Grrrl in the like 90s, so that's really cool. And then this is like all my comic books. I've read all of like the Suicide Squad books that I have, and then the first, it's technically the second because I couldn't get the first book of the original Suicide Squad. I've started reading Sandman, and you can actually see my bookmark there, like right there, so I didn't get too far in. I kind of got bored. But this one, oh my god, this one, I want the next 2 books. This is so good. It's so good. I highly recommend, and the art is literally fucking stunning. Like, it's so beautiful. Anyways, this is, we're not going to talk about it. It's lent from my friend, and I started reading it, but I haven't. And then these are like my self-help books. The Artist's Ways, these two are like definite self-help books, and then this one is kind of like a spiritual one. And then I also have Mad Libs right here, so that's really fun. And then an art book, and then this is actually my Reiki manual from when I got trained in doing Reiki and energy work, which is really fun and really cool. That's only to level 2, but I'm technically level 3. And then this is the first ever poetry book I got, and my therapist in middle school recommended it for me, and I loved it. And then there's manuals down there. And then we're back to the art stuff. So this is just like a bunch of my random like stuff that I use all the time. And then you can see like back there I have rags and like tape and stuff. And then I have Aquanet because this is like the poor man's version of fixative for like chalk pastel and stuff. So that's what I use. And then I have like my light board, some journals, and like a clipboard. And then all over here is like my collage stuff. And that is pretty much it. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I think it looks really good, and it's way more organized than it used to be. And my dog wants to say hello. That's it. Peace up, A-Town. Bye! I hope you guys liked my information that I just shared. Please subscribe and maybe give it a like. I'm gonna put this at the end of every single one of my videos now, this exact clip.